I am sharing my screen, guys. Yeah. So hope everyone remember what we covered as part of Ansible. So what is an Ansible, guys? Basically, so Ansible is a configuration management tool. Okay. So whenever hundreds of nodes are connected to one server, we have to manage all the nodes virtually. We no need to, let's say there is one server is there. To that server, 100 machines are connected. And those 100 machines are located into different regions, in different places. In that case, if we want to manage those nodes, do we need to really go to the physical location where that actual node is present? No, we no need to do that. In order to do such things, we will do that thing, whatever the system administrators do the tasks manually, we have automated those tasks with the help of some configuration management tools. Okay, so here configuration means configuration can be anything. It can be networking related stuff, it can be application related stuff, it can be memory management. Okay, so anything, whatever you do in the system, that will be called as a configuration management only. Okay, let's say if you want to create one file, that means you are creating some new file. New file means which is a place where you can store some information. That kind of activity will can be called as a management, configuration management. Configuration in the sense it could be in the form of hardware or it could be in the form of RAM or it could be in the form of codes, performance, anything. So if we want to access other nodes from one machine without any interruption, then that process is called as configuration management. If we want to automate those manual tasks that could be done by system administrators, we have to use some tools. Those tools are called as CM tools, configuration management tools. There are a lot of tools that are available in the market. Okay, out of which Ansible is the famous one, which is mostly used by most of the companies. Okay, if you want to take the alternatives for Ansible, you can take Chef or Puppet or some other tools also available. Okay, but those tools are outdated, so we are using the most popular one. We are going to learn Ansible only. Okay, this part we have discussed. So here, and also we discussed about how to install Ansible in our machine. You want me to do that once again? So is anyone practice the Ansible installation? I have given the document with the list of steps, right? Whatever I have performed in the classroom. So I have prepared the notes with the same set of steps. Is anyone practiced? Oh, okay. So Amulya, did you get any errors or any issues while installing Ansible?
Yes, sir. I get errors.
Okay. Let me do this once again. So we'll see what kind of errors you may get. So what we did as part of our Ansible installation, so we have created one server and we have created all these nodes. In the server, we have installed Ansible. If we want to control the other nodes from our server, we no need to install the Ansible package in all the nodes. We only need to install that package in the server side only. We no need to install anything in the client side. Okay. Yeah. So now we'll complete this setup. We'll create one server first and we'll create few nodes. Okay. After that, we'll select one node as the server node. Okay. In that server, we'll install the YAML script. After that, we need to make some modifications in the configuration files. That is the third step. After that, we can we can access the other nodes from here, from the server machine through SSH agent. Okay, SSH agent is nothing but if you want to access some website from your local laptop, what kind of agent you will use? You will use the agent called browser. Browser is an agent where you will type the address. That address is nothing but your hyperlink. That hyperlink will take you through the requested website. Here, you are not having that web application in your laptop. If you want to access YouTube in your laptop, you don't have that YouTube application in your laptop. You don't need to require that. All you need is browser within an internet connectivity. So that you will enter that address and you will get the requested pages. In the same way here also, if I want to access the node 1 from my server, the node 1 no need to be installed with the Ansible server. Okay. So if we make some changes in the server side with the requested information of the node 1 in the configuration files, then we can happily access the node 1 from our Ansible server. Is that clear? So today, once again, we'll see this setup, how it will look like, and how can we access the nodes from the server with the help of SSH agent. And tomorrow we'll see, without entering the password details, how can we access those details from the server. One is with password authentication and the second one is passwordless SSH. These are the two main things. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Currently we are in Singapore region. Let me launch 3 machines. Why? Because we need one machine as the server. Okay. And the other machines are the nodes. So for that, I am taking one machine for server and other 2 machines for the nodes. Like that, you can take 10 machines, out of which one will be the server and remaining 9 will be the nodes. I am going with Amazon Linux only. See here, number of instances. We need 3. Okay. Review and launch. Okay. Launch. Create a new key pair. What is our key pair name? Ansible setup. I have downloaded this. Okay, launching the instances. See, these are the instances we launched. Let me change these names. Ansible server. See. So now we are ready with this server is there. These nodes are there. You can assume node 3 and node 4 also there. So, but this SSH, all these things are not available. Only plain boxes are available. Okay. Yeah. Now let me launch one server. Okay. This is the server and I am connecting to this server now. Yeah. I'm just installing the Linux updates. So every time when we launch any instance, when we log into the Linux machine, we have to download all the updates and we have to update those updates. We have to install those updates in our machine. So that is the reason we will always type yum update -y. Okay, so many updates are there. That is the reason these many updates are installed now. Now our system is up to date. Okay, yeah. Now what is the next step, guys? We have to install Ansible. So this Ansible is developed in Python. Okay. In order to access the Ansible environment, the Python environment should also be available in our machine. And other than that, there are some other softwares also needed to work with our Ansible. So if we don't know what are those things that are prerequisites for an Ansible, what we will do is whatever all these packages are grouped together. I mean, whatever the applications are grouped, wherever the applications are grouped, we have to download that package and we have to install those packages. If we do that, whatever the things that are required to work with Ansible, all those applications will be installed along with our Ansible. So that package name I have given along with the link. Okay, that is nothing but EPEL. Okay. EPEL means okay, extra packages for our enterprise Linux. So whatever the things are required, so that will be available in the EPEL repository. You can call it as a package or you can call it as a repository. So that extra packages for our enterprise Linux, whatever the applications are needed, we have to download that. In order to download, what will be the command? wget. Wget means it will download that and it will store in the machine in the form of jar file or in the form of zip file or in the form of installer file. Okay, that is the first step. We have to download that from certain place, certain link. After that, we have to extract and we have to install and then we have to update our system. It is not updating our system is nothing but when we install something in our machine, what it requires sometimes, it requires our machine needs to be restarted. Then only all the changes will be in place. Otherwise, even though you install one software, if you do not restart your machine, those changes will not be reflected immediately. Okay, so here also, first we have to download that, and after that we have to install that package, and after that we have to update that, and lastly we have to install whatever the things that are there in that package. Okay, so where can we get that link? Oh, this is the link, guys. So now let me download this. Okay, let me type ls. So no files are there in ls. Okay, let me type wget. Wget is used for downloading. It is downloaded. So I have entered this link. Actually, this is the link. If you download this on your Windows machine, you will get like this EPL release latest RPM file. This is one of the file. See, so this is the RPM file. Okay, this file will be having all the instructions and the softwares that need to be installed on your Linux machine. If you open this and if you see, you will not get anything on the Windows machines. Okay, so it will be having all the list of instructions and the files that are useful to extract and download and everything to the Linux environment. Here now we have downloaded that file now. How can I check that whether I have downloaded or not? ls. See, earlier when I typed ls, nothing was there. Now this file is there. Now what I have to do, this is the package. I have to install this package first. Okay, how can I install this package? Yum install next package name. Okay, now the package is installed. We have downloaded one package and the package is installed. Now, how the system will identify this, whether this package is installed or not? So the system, this is the update we have downloaded to our machine. This update is available now. How the system will identify this, whether this update is there or not? We have to restart our machine. So that whatever the new, what will happen when we restart our machine, it will reboot all the softwares, right? So at that point of time, it will get everything, whatever the applications are there, everything will be identified in the machine, so that everything will be reflected after we restarting the machine. In the same way, now we have installed this. Now let me update our machine with this update. Install two packages. What are those? Python log file, simple JSON installing. These two are now installed in our machine. Why? Because of this command. Whatever we have downloaded and whatever we have installed, because of that installation, these two parts are taking place. Now we have successfully downloaded the Apple repository. EPEL stands for Extra Packages for Enterprise Linux. We have downloaded that package and we have installed that package. Now our system is up to date with the package. Okay. Now we have to install the packages from the EPEL. In the EPEL, it will consist of Python, Git, Python pip, Python developer, OpenSSL, Ansible. All these are the different packages. Ansible is used for installing the Ansible software. OpenSSL is used for SSH agent. Python developer will be used for to support the Ansible environment. Okay, so all these are individual packages and all these packages are available in EPEL. Now we have to install those softwares. So for that, yum install Python. You can mention the list of applications that needs to be installed in your machine now. Okay. Okay. Now everything is installed on our machine. How can I check whether the Ansible is installed on my machine or not? I have to type the command called which Ansible. See, under user bin Ansible folder is there. Okay, so it will be giving the information about Ansible. So if I type which no Java in this one. So because I have not installed Java, so that is the reason it is showing no Java in. If I type which Python, see, you are seeing this one /user/bin/Python. So Python is installed under bin folder. There is a folder called Python. So whenever we install something in our machine, in the Windows operating system, we can go to C drive. In the program files, you can see a folder with the application name. There you will see all the lib files, bin files, and executable files, and everything will be available in the C drive. Here also, when you want to know whether a particular software is installed or not, you have to type which-python, so that you will see this location. If this location is there, that means, what does that mean? This is installed and this is the location. This is the home path for this software. That is the meaning of it. When I typed which Java, nothing is there because I haven't installed Java. I installed only Python. So that is the reason you can see this one. So similarly, I have installed Java Ansible also. So which Ansible, and also I have installed Git also. Which Git? What happened suddenly? Which Ansible? Yeah, it's there. So now we have successfully installed the Ansible tool in our machine. Up to this, any doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So we have just downloaded the repository from internet. Okay, we have downloaded the repository with the help of using an hyperlink. Once that repository is there, we have installed that repository. After that, to make our system understand, we have updated that package. After that, we have installed the list of tools, list of softwares that are required in our Linux machine, like Python, Python Developer, OpenSSL, Git, and Ansible. We have downloaded and we have updated. Okay. So we just install the Ansible part. Up to this, no doubts, right?
No, sir.
Okay. So now what part we have completed? These nodes are available. This server is available. Let me mark with red. See, this part is done. See, this part is done. All these parts are done. Okay. This part, the highlighted parts are completed. So we have done with nodes. We have set up one as server, and in that server, we have installed Ansible software. This YAML is nothing but a script. If you want to do any activities, any of the nodes, we will use this YAML script. YAML script is nothing but we are going to create one file with simple English instruction so that the Ansible tool will understand that YAML language and it will convert those instructions and it will execute in the respective nodes. In order to write those scripts, we have to follow some rules and regulations, some guidelines. We have to follow some guidelines. Okay, so that is nothing but YAML script, yet another markup language, or yet Ansible markable yet another markup language. Actually, this is the script. Okay, so it is very easy. It is a programming only, but we no need to do extensive programming. It will be like whatever we speak in English regularly. With those instructions only, we'll create the files. Okay, that YAML scripting also we are going to discuss in the coming classes. But as of now, we are done with Ansible installation and we are done with creating the nodes. What is the next part, guys? What is our aim now? From this server, we want to access the nodes. This is our goal. Okay, In order to do this, we have to make some configuration changes in the Ansible files. You may ask why. Say, for example, you have a flat in one of the gated community. Okay. So if someone wants to visit your flat, is it easy? They can directly come to your flat just because they know your address? No, right? So there will be some security checks are there. They will ensure whoever visits first, the security people will stop. Okay. And they will take the details. And after that, they will call you and they will confirm that whether the given numbers and the given details are correct or not. They will confirm with you, and if you accept, then only the your relatives or friends are allowed to enter inside your flat. Yes or no?
Yes.
Ah. In the same way, there will be one more approach. You can control like whoever wants to come to your home. You can give list of phone numbers or list of relative details to your security guard. So daily 100 people may come. There could be security, insurance agents or some advertising agents or marketing people. Different people will try to contact you. Okay. So every time if they come to security guard and the security guard will call you and give their details, so it will be a headache. Rather than that, if you only give the details of 10 people to the security guard, okay, these are the 10 people, they can come at any point of time. If they come, you no need to call me, you can directly allow them. If you give that instructions with the people details, then is the security guard going to call for every time? 100
No,
people
sir.
visited your apartment on day one. Out of 100, you have given only 10 people's details. What they will do when the first person comes, what he will do, he will take the mobile number of that guy and he will check whether that number is available in the 10 numbers or not. If that number is available in the 10 numbers list, then that is the guy which you intended to meet. Okay. So that person will be allowed. And the remaining people, if their numbers are not there in the given list, then they will not be allowed. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Are you following or not? It is very easy, guys. Let's say 100 people are visiting regularly. Out of 100 people, 90% of the people are marketing people only. They wanted to advertise their products. They want to visit your home. Okay. So in order to avoid those things, you can give your colleagues, relatives, and near and dear friends details, their mobile numbers to the security people. So on your flat number, they will note down all those numbers. So whenever a guy comes to visit your flat, what they will do primarily, instead of calling you, they will check whether their mobile number is available in the given list or not. It's like if we want to attend one function, audio function, what will happen? You will be given with one pass. They will check the pass. If the pass is valid, then you will be allowed. That is how it works. But instead of that, whoever comes, will they call to the guy who is organizing that event and will they seek permission for each and every candidate? No, right. It is not
No.
possible also. So in the same way, if we want to access these nodes from this machine, what we have to do is we have to update this hosts file with the IP addresses of these nodes. Okay. And those IP addresses will be given with group name. Can be web server, can be database server, can be some other server, application server, like that. You want to maintain 100 servers. With this server, you want to, some other servers also connected to this one. You wanted to access those servers from here. You want to name the IP addresses of those servers or nodes in the host file. Here, what we are doing, we are just giving the details about the other nodes to this server. Is this clear? Again, confusion started. See,
Clear,
here,
sir.
4 nodes are there, man. Out of 4 nodes, I wanted to access these 2 nodes as database servers. I wanted to use these 2 machines for database servers. That is the functionality I wanted to use in my project. So I'm going to use these 2 nodes as database servers, and node 3 and node 4 as web servers. So I am giving the same information to my server. This is my server. I am giving the same information to the server. Hey server, node 1 and node 2 are web servers. Node 3 and node 4 are database servers. Please remember this information. So how can we do it programmatically? How can we do it as part of configuration? We have to do it. We have to edit this host file. This host file is also called as inventory file. In this file, we have to open this file. In this file, we have to give the details of these nodes. Okay? Yeah. How can I do this? Yeah. We have to open that file. VI space. Okay. VI space. What is the file name? /etc/Ansible. Open this file. So here the web servers. This is, if you see, this is commented one. Okay. So here we need to enter the W servers, web servers. Here we need to give the details about our servers. Okay. So this is the node 1. Okay. Take the private address, copy, control V. This is, I am giving another database server, another node. Okay. So I am mentioning the details about the nodes here. Okay. So I have just updated this inventory file with the IP addresses of my other nodes. Okay. Host file and the inventory file, both are same. Okay. So here, this is the host file. We have updated it. Now let me save this file. Okay. Yeah. Now this is saved. What is the next step? Now this one is also done. Host file is also updated with the proper information. Okay. What is the next step? We have to update the another file. That file name is called as Ansible configuration file. Here what we have to do, here considering the host file, this is the host file available in so and so location, and taking that file into consideration, that part is commented in the ansible.cfg. So we have to uncomment that part. Okay. These are the just steps. We have to just remember these things. VI space /etc/ library, where it will take the library under user. There will be one more folder share under my modules. This is the place where the libraries are available, where the module utils are available. So this is the configuration file. A configuration file is nothing but it will be having all the details about where to check the files, where are the different files are available. If I include any library, any module, where the compiler or where the operating system should look for those files. Okay, those details will be available here. If I execute any command in my command prompt, where it will check, guys? It will check in the C drive, in the programming file section. How it will know that information? In the configuration file, those details will be written. If any command is executed in the command prompt, go to the so and so place and check whether the command is available or not. If the command is available, execute it. If the command is not available in that location, throw an error. These kind of instructions are provided in one of the files. Those files are called as configuration files for that application. Okay, here Ansible also, this is the configuration file. Here it will be having the details about all the things. Okay, I have uncommented this, and also sudo user is also root user. Okay, now done. Let me save this. We are done. So we are done with tweaking the two files. One file is the inventory file, and the second file is the Ansible configuration file. Up to this, any doubts?
No, sir.
We have downloaded the repository, we have installed the repository, and then we have installed the Ansible along with some other applications. That is the first step. After that, we have to update the inventory file with the list of nodes, IP addresses. That is the second step. The third step is we have to update the Ansible configuration file. Okay, why we are updating that? Because we have updated the inventory file, and that inventory file needs to be taken into the consideration. But in the Ansible configuration file, that inventory file details are commented. We have to uncomment it. That part is also done now. Is this clear? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now let me create the users. Okay. So whenever you are given with any laptop, what is the first thing? You will be create one user. With that user only, you will access all your work folders, right? So in the same way, let me create one user. Right? As of now, whatever we are doing with which user, root user. As a root user only, we are doing all these steps. And this root user will be given the permissions as super user, sudo su. So that is the reason we can install and we can update it, everything we can do that. But let me create the user. How can I create the user? Add user is the command. Okay, ans admin. Okay, now let me set the password for this user. Password for ans admin, ans admin. Okay, for this user, I am going to set one password, new password. So updated successfully. Now I am done with user creation as well as the password creation. Okay. How can I switch to this new user, guys? Switch user to earlier user is root. Now the user is ANS admin. So now I am entered as a ANS admin. Let me try to execute one command. Touch space f1.txt. Can I able to create that file? Yes, I can able to create the file. I can able to create the file, and also I can able to create the directory also. But can I able to install anything? You need to be root to perform this command. Why? I am accessing this machine as a user called ANS admin. So as a ANS admin user, I am not allowed to execute this yum install command. I am not supposed to install anything. What I can do, I can create some files and folders, some basic operations I can be allowed. But if I want to make any changes in the system, I am not allowed. If I want to do such activities, I need to be a root user. So that is the meaning of this. Okay. In order to avoid this, if we want to make this user as a super user, or we want to do whatever we can do as a root user, we have to make some more changes in configuration files. Okay. So that is nothing but, yeah, now I logged out as a root user. Okay. Now let me type this. We just now we have created one user, right? So we have to enter some more information here. As of now, only root user is there. So root all equals to all. This we have given. Allow root to run any commands anywhere. That is the meaning of this command. Root all equals to all equals to all. If I give like this, there are 100 users are there. Out of 100 users, only root user details are here. So that is the reason root user can perform any of the tasks. He can install, he can delete, or he can remove, whatever the operations root wanted to perform, the root user can perform. Why? Because in this file, these details are there. That is the reason he can able to do anything. If I remove this root all equals to all and all, and if I come out, and if I try to install yum install command, again I will get the same result. You do not have sufficient privileges to perform this task. Okay. So but this is not an advisable thing to delete anything, the entries which are related to the root user. Okay. So here, if our user want to perform the same task, what we have to do? We have to enter our user information here. So that is nothing but what is our username? ANS admin is our username. Okay, done. Now let me log into again the same user. Okay, su hyphen ans admin. Okay, now I logged in as a Ansible admin user. Now let me type this. Yum. Before execute, if you are not a root user, other than the root user, if you want to perform any task, you have to append sudo before that. Okay, so that is the that we have to remember that. So if you use sudo in yum install, if you only type yum install, you will get this error. But sudo yum install, then you can do whatever you want. Sorry, sudo yum update git. Okay, I'm trying to update the git. Okay, see, now I can able to execute this command without any issues. Okay, now whatever the root user can do, all those activities you can do as well as a Ansible admin user. With this username also, you can install and you can remove whatever you want. You can perform that. Okay, yeah. Now let me exit. Similarly, create the same user in other machines as well. Okay, this is the node 1. This is the node 1. Connect, connect. Okay, now let me create the same user in all the nodes. Add user, DNS admin. Okay, yeah. We need to create the same user in all the machines, including the server as well. Okay, yeah. So for the time being, I am doing this for only one machine, and the remaining machine also we have to perform the same task. Okay. This is not.
Sir,
Yeah.
VI space, what the file name you have given?
Just vi sudo.
Okay.
See, I'm doing the same thing again. So, add user and admin. Okay. After that, password. Okay. Password is successful. Vi sudo. Why? Because here sudo is the file name, but if we open this, if we execute vi sudo, what will happen is file will be open and that will be logged by you only, so that no other user can open the same file and they are not allowed to make the updates to that file. If we use without any space, what will happen is that file will be logged by you only, so that other people try to open the same file, they are not allowed. Answer. Okay, done. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So then what we have to do, guys? We have to change some configuration. We are going to access those nodes with the help of SSH. Okay. So now this part is completed and this part is also completed. Now we have to establish this link SSH from this node 1 to here. Okay. So where this SSH related information is available. Now I want to connect to this machine. How can I do that? SSH is the command, guys. SSH, and if you type the private IP address, then you can able to connect. Okay, so this is the private IP address. Let's just copy this, or else you can public and take public IP. This is the server SSH, and this. See, the authenticities of host this can't be established. The link is not established, and this is not established. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes. Warning, permanently added to the list of known host. Permission denied. So permission is denied. So what we have to do? We have to make some changes in the configuration file. Okay. So for that, what we have to do? We have to open that file. What is the file, guys? VA space slash etc slash ssh slash sshd config. Okay, in this file we have to make some changes in order to establish that link. So permit the root. Where is the permit the root user? That has to be uncommented. So this is commented. If you log in as a root login, then that will be uncommented here. So we have to uncomment that. Okay, after that, what is the next step? Permit root login. Next, is there any password authentication details are available? See, password authentication is commented and password authentication no is commented, uncommented. So here we have to comment this. Okay, you remove that. Okay. Yeah. Password authentication is yes. Now this is uncommented and this is commented. You can comment it or you can remove it. It doesn't make any difference. Okay. Now we are done with the SSH changes also. Okay. E saved. Okay. Done. Whenever I made some changes, what I have to do? I have to restart those services. Here, what is the service? Service SSHD. Come on, service SSHD. This is the service name. What I have to do? Reload the service. Okay, now this service is reloaded. Now let me type SSH command. SSH ANS admin. Sorry, SSH public IP address, right? Permission denied. Why the permission is denied? We are trying it as a root user. How can we do it? We have to do it as a ANS admin user. SU hyphen ANS admin. Okay, done. Okay, now service SSHB reload. Okay, let me do the same thing here as well, in these files as well. What is the file name? You have to do the same operation in the notes machine as well. And this is the one-time activity. Hello? F7. This is connect and connect. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Into the next step, open va slash etc ssh ssh. Okay. So here we need to make the same changes here. Permit root login. What next? Fail to reload SSH request. The name what not. Oh, permission denied. It seems some file got corrupted, guys. So here C instead of hash or C something is there. But okay, guys, give me some time. I will debug this and I will get back to you tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.